You beat Gabby Garcia in jiu-jitsu, that big tall girl?
Yeah.
What the?
Buff girl, yeah.
Look at this more. Black don't crack. All right, welcome to the Jaxxon Media House. Let me show you guys what we got going on in here. Here's our product development room. Brooke, say hi. So in there is where we basically work on all of our new products, where we allow our athletes to come through, sit down, and kind of see what's coming through the pipeline of product development. Let me show you. Right here, you can see some of the new watches we're getting ready for 2026. I think we have an amazing lineup of new watches. We have an amazing lineup of athletes that are coming through. So we have Ellie Dela Cruz, Twitch, Hunter Lawrence, Ryan Sheckler, P-Rod, and Cole Hoshman. So each of these guys have been able to sit down and kind of design and develop our newest watches and kind of just put their twist and their love into the watch design, from the colors to the flows to the bands. Everything is kind of tailored around what they wanted. Here's where basically Jaxxon is ran. So this is the floor, just a kind of communal office space where everybody can kind of vibe. Now back here is where we do all of our photo content. Back here is where we kind of sit down and we figure out what's the best way to elevate the brand. And the best way to elevate the brand is by always working on the first thing people see. And for us, since we don't have stores and we don't sell to people, the first thing people see is our website. We built all these sets in-house and we're constantly figuring out ways how to innovate the set so we can shoot the best content for our ads, for our website. And for anybody who owns a brand, you should constantly be innovating, constantly be refreshing your imagery and your content. Back here is what you guys see a lot on the behind the brand. You got Rampage over there looking just phenomenal. And this is where we train. So we have the cage that we built for the Hamzat Chimaev camp, what we're also using for the Armin Sarukian camp. You have our podcast studio, you have our weight room, you have all the bags. This is where we do a lot of private one-on-one training. And everything here is all about just elevating the game of our athletes, elevating the game of our wellness and recovery, our strength and conditioning program. We have Joe Cancelleri, who just helped Joe Shimoda win a world title. So we have guys that really are just specialized in body movement. Having a guy like Joe Cancelleri in here every morning, he works with guys like CJ and Nick Maximov and all of our fighters and athletes, and having that here allows, once again, for our athletes to have a place, which we call the Jaxxon Media House, every morning, every day to come to and do more than just get photos or get content or get new product, but elevate their craft. We have the two bikes from Hunter and Jet's World Championship, and you can kind of see all this on the Jaxxon Behind the Brand, which we drop a new episode every Friday, and you can kind of just see a little bit of what goes on here every single week, which is a lot. What do you think, Rampage?
That's good. Who are you fighting?
Virna Jandiroba.
You excited?
Everything's all aligned, you know? Like the stars, the dates, everything's like I wasn't in the position for a belt. She was, but like I had a win over her like 5 years ago. And like that set me up, like who knew that 5 years ago, a win back then would set me up for something now, you know? Like how the march just went, and then Whaley went up, and then the division got free. And it's like, you know, I beat Gabby Garcia in Abu Dhabi, April 25th, 2015, and now October 25th, 2025, exactly 10 years later in Abu Dhabi, I'm fighting for the belt of UFC.
You beat Gabby Garcia in jiu-jitsu, that big tall girl?
Yeah.
What the?
Buff girl, yeah.
You don't remember that?
I didn't see
You
it.
sent me a video of it. You're like, I'd love to do jiu-jitsu with Mackenzie.
Really? You gonna allow me in front of my friend?
You don't remember that?
No, I don't remember that.
So, Mackenzie, how do you feel the preparation for this fight compared to the ones in the past? You feel like it's different, or are you looking at this just like any other normal fight?
No, it's different. It's totally different. I've been like talking to coach. I feel like all my other camps, I've been like, the coaches are like, man, you got to train more, you got to train more, you got to train more. And this camp, I feel like maybe because it's the title, I'm like, man, I feel like I should be doing more, And they're just like, everyone is just so confident, you know, and calm. It's crazy. Like, they're like, no, you're doing good. You're really doing good, you know? But you say I'm in the gym, but I'm really not in the gym that much. I'm always like, you know, Brazil or someplace, and coach is like, you got to be in the gym training. So then I like get a fight, and then I have to pack all the training in a short amount of time, and then I get injured and stuff like that. So this one we did like 8 strong weeks, and I guess it's like a champion, you just start training like smart, you know, and you're not training like crazy. So I feel like that's what's different about this camp, and everything's just been like going smooth. No injuries, and I'm like, this is so weird. You know, it's really weird to be like this calm, but coach keeps reminding me, he's like, no, you're doing good, training's going good.
You guys are basically training as if it's just like another fight. You're not trying to do too much is basically what you're saying.
We're doing everything for sure, but yeah, I think it's just not like over training, you know? We're making sure. I had like about 2 weeks ago, I kind of had a slower week where we kind of just pulled back a little bit. And yeah, now we're going good.
Look at that. Shex. Do you realize how lucky you are you didn't hang up right there? Look at that. Your truck just made it on exactly where it was allowed to. 1 little millimeter off, that was a hang up. He's looking where he's going, but it's like he just fast enough, bro.
You know the first thing he did when he got there? He took his board and he started putting it here, right here.
He's like this.
Bro. This is how I knew we were all screwed. Right when we got there, I'm like, Shex, all you gotta do is go over this bridge. He grabs his board and he goes like this. Yeah, this will work for me. And I'm like, and Twitch is like, what's gonna work for you? And Shex is like, I'm not gonna go over the bridge. I'm gonna actually hit the rail while you do a wheelie by me. I'm like, first of all, nowhere in our script is there a scene with both of you in the scene at the same time. Second of all, why is he doing a wheelie over the bridge?
Director's rewrite.
Yeah. Shex, we were just talking about you, how you're a psychopath. I'll call you back though. We're filming Behind the Brain. All right, today we got P-Rod, Twitch, Sheckler, everybody's in the Jaxxon Media House. We saw earlier P-Rod and Twitch and Sheckler decided to try to go jump off a bridge with CJ and get content. Now we have P-Rod and Spanish having a complete meltdown over the fact that P-Rod can't stream because Mike forgot to log in. P-Rod's gonna be live on his Twitch while we film the brand new Jaxxon commercials, basically showing some of our best product. All year when we get ready for our campaigns, we always like to make sure that the athletes are here and we make sure that they can kind of put together what they want, talk about what they want, so it's authentic to them and people can actually say what they actually feel about the product. So we're doing every athlete one at a time today. It's been a very eventful day, and now we're gonna kind of walk through all of P-Rod's favorite pieces. So he's got the iced out chain on, he's got the JX2. He also has the limited edition JX1, which he's the only one, along with Sheckler, Ellie De La Cruz, and a few of our other guys, to have a limited edition Jaxxon watch coming out in 2026.
Watch.
Hey, chat, I need you guys to start firing off questions that you want us to answer live while we're filming this and our Jaxxon Behind the Brand show, and then make sure you guys go watch it on YouTube. We're gonna see a little 1-2 right here. So the first question for P-Rod is, P-Rod, what do you look for in a woman?
She gotta be Colombian.
Hey, Boricua.
There's a great quote in our sport is you're only as good as last Saturday night, right? So every week you think like, oh shit, who's gonna beat me this week, right?
Yep.
And you're constantly thinking about it because the turnover rate's high.
Yeah, there's
right?
a lot of
turnover
dudes out there
rate's
that are
high
really
unless
good.
you meet someone like Jet Lawrence or someone like myself or Carmichael or somebody,
Yep.
you know, Reed, Stewart. One of my most important things I always did, and it just sounds weird, but I always thought of myself as an underdog. And I just kind of always tried to have the mindset that like, I'm an underdog, even though I just won, you know, the last week or whatever it was. I just tried to think of myself as an underdog, which for me always created fuel to win.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy though, because with how much you've traveled around the world, I could imagine that you would just have a laundry list of girls around the world.
No. I'm gonna be honest with you. My body count is low for a professional athlete.
Stop.
I'm serious.
What do you mean? Your Taco Tuesdays, you're taking
No,
three
but
down at
I'm
a
not
time.
smashing it. I don't smash them.
So what do you do with them?
We just have fun. At the Taco Tuesday, then they take their ass home.
That's it?
Yeah, I don't be smashing.
No
them,
pico de gallo, no sides?
No, I don't. Bro, my body count is low for a professional athlete.
There's no way.
I'm telling the truth. You know,
There's no way.
Look, I'm serious.
Ho, ho, ho. Green Giants.
Bro, with his beard, he looks just like you, bro. All he needs is, well, they got the glasses.
We look like you.
No, bro, you look just like your dad with your beard like this. For real.
I don't know what I was walking into.
Hey, who looks better with the beard, me or Big Rampage?
You guys all have beards, dude. It's crazy.
We're all going, full
I'm
beard game.
trying to grow my own little beard now too.
Hey, don't he look like his dad, though? Don't he look just like his dad now with that
No,
beard?
look at them. They look like brothers. More
Yeah, you guys look like you guys are related.
There we go.
Yeah, me and Rampage have the beard game, and we're just like jacked and.
No, he
all
tried just
natural.
like me. He tried just like me today. I had to do a photo shoot.
So tell me, so you went to Germany? Or where were you?
No, that was in Huntington Beach. You want to go? You want to go? It's Oktoberfest. They told me to bring a whole bunch of
So
people next time.
are you like the emperor of the German?
No, you know, I'm gonna tell you what's going on. Lately, I've been looking for a disguise. I shouldn't say why. Listen, I shouldn't say why I'm looking for a disguise. I got a lot of best recently. So to make fun of
You are
it,
like the nuclear bomb.
bro.
Like,
no one's threatening.
No one's coming near you. You have a radius.
Yeah, but I'll protect you.
You have a
wanna see-
radius.
So I was
I will
looking.
protect you.
Yeah, thank you.
Dude, get the thing.
So I was looking into the sky for wearing wigs. And then when I went to the Oktoberfest, they was like, they said we got the outfit. I was like, oh, let's do it, cause I already been wearing disguises, so I wore it, bro. And the ladies love it. The Lederhosen, bro. I even had an old lady come hit on me. She was nice.
I mean, what's there to say? Got style. Come in, brushing up,
cleaned up. Doesn't even look like you got to fight. Look at this motherfucker. Black don't crack. I'll see you boys.
All right, dog. Good seeing you.
All right, have a good week. I'm gonna get you up as soon as I get done out of there. You guys probably be, hey, you know we all pulling for you for your fight and shit. We was here watching, and I was nervous like for one of my fights because I wanted you to. I thought you was gonna knock this guy out, and I seen how hard you training. You know, I was in here while you was training. Remember your fight got canceled?
Yeah.
And you were training. Did you take a break from that training camp? Because honestly, you was up the whole fight, and then it seemed like one flurry. It looks like gassed out, like punched out, and I think that's from overtraining. Like, I feel like you was like overtrained.
So when I was here, you saw me preparing. That was for the Jamal Hill fight, right?
Fight, yeah.
So I did take a break. After the Jamal Hill fight, my wife and I went to Thailand for a little over a month. When I got back from Thailand, I slowly got back into training. So overtraining, I wouldn't say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't overtrained, but to your credit a bit, this is the shortest amount of time that I've taken in between fights. I usually take 6 months. You know what I mean? I'm never really like in a rush to get back in there. So this was my first time feeling like, I guess, the excitement to be back in there fighting again. It wasn't there at the same level.
Oh, okay.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I was prepared, I was ready to go. This is my job, this is what I do. But it did feel like, damn, I'm back in here again. Like, I feel like I was only here last month.
Yeah, it feels that way even when you're in training camp and you it's like mentally you don't want to be there. I had to fight one fight of my career overtrained. This when right after I fought Vanderlei, I had to go fight the Mean of Dean. And if he would have put that pressure on me the same way you got the pressure pushed on you the last round, I probably would have did the same thing. That's why I thought like, oh, it looks like he was overtrained, because I was just glad that Jardine didn't put that pressure on me, because you was like kicking his ass all over the cage the first 2 rounds. In the last round, I know what his corner men said. The same thing in the corner man was saying. Go. You gotta go.
Go, sell out. I was there the whole time. I knew I was up 2. I talked to my coaches in between, like, yo, I'm up 2, right? They're like, yeah, you're up 2, but he's gonna come pretty hard in the 3rd. I was prepared for it. To be honest, man, like, it kind of took me out of my, like, I talked to Yogi about it, and he was like, nah, you should have kept that in your pocket. You know what I mean? But boom, it hit me, and I was like, God, you know what I mean? Like, and I wasn't even thinking anymore. Like, you know, I wasn't necessarily thinking clearly. And then from the left hook, then he was able to build and hit a couple body shots. As you know, it's like,
it takes it.
It's just like the video game, bro. Yeah. Like, you get bong and your guy's throbbing and he's red and you're like, I gotta get, you get what I mean?
Yeah, so I know exactly what you mean, yeah.
That whole last like 2 minutes of that fight was really me trying to find my space with the pressure, and the only way to create the space was I was like, get the fuck away from me. And then at the end, I remember my coach was like, 2 minutes. And I heard it, but I didn't realize like where I was at in the area of the cage. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I heard my coach, 2 minutes. I was like, bam, okay, 2 minutes. And then I went to kind of back up, and I was like, the cage is there. So my next thought was like, okay, I just need to get off the cage. And then I went to the left and bang, and then it caught me, and then it was over. So like, I was thinking, I was there. It's not necessarily cardio thing, because realistically, I was in the best cardio shape.
Yeah, it's not overtraining.
You know what I mean?
I don't think it's a cardio thing. I think your cardio is good. I think it's just your body is drained. So, you know, you saying know your body. You saying you wasn't overtrained, but I was thinking about that for me, because I've only had experience doing it once, been overtrained. So it's not really a cardio thing. Your cardio is good. You can run for days and do all this stuff, and good, but it's just your muscles, and it's just something inside. And I think it's mentally too, because you know, like, I put in a lot of work and I've been training for so long. It's like a fine line.
And I was explaining to Bear, there's 2 different things. He said, man, when you came out for the Jamal fight, you were so loose. He's like, this one you seemed a little bit tense, and like, it's crazy. Like, man, no matter what, whether I'm feeling good, feeling bad, whatever, we sign the contract, we show up that night to fight. I'm not gonna say that was my worst night, but even on days where maybe I'm not feeling my absolute best, and I still went out there and I still did what I needed to do, and I fell short. So it's like, you know,
we're fighters at the end of the day. Like, sometimes when you go to work, you can't call out. Our job, you can't call out. But I was wondering, I was hoping like you had to fight one. I was hoping that you would like at least trip him or go for the takedown. Do you know how to wrestle? I mean, with disrespect, do you wrestle?
I do.
Well, you just don't believe in taking people down.
No, it's not it. Because I know that was one thing too. Like, that whole narrative was all towards the Alex fight.
Right.
I knew that the fans wanted to see us strike. Right. So I said, look, I'm not shooting any takedowns on Alex. Right. It makes sense, and it means a lot coming from you because you got years and years and years of more than me of experience.
No.
What age did you start?
No, you didn't have to put years and years. You could have just said one. Yeah, what the man? You could have just said one. You guys you got years of experience. You didn't have to, you put like 4 of them.
How about this? When was your first fight? What year?
1988.
Shut the up. It was like 99. 99, 2000 right there. My son's born 2000. 99.
Okay. Your first fight was 99.
2000.
You know how old I was in 99?
How old were you?
9 years old.
You. Hey, take it with pride on.
And that's a wrap.